Welcome students. This is again the lecture for Civil 2 for the subject Engineering Mathematics 2. So students, again here I am giving you the revision lecture for the important topic, that the classification of second order partial differential equation. So this topic, or we can say the numerical form, this topic definitely sure short it comes in the exam. So I am just highlighting this topic in my today's video lecture. Kindly go through this lecture. This is a very easy topic. You can attempt it. The question can come in short answer type questions. Okay. So we are going to discuss the classification of second order partial differential equation. So first of all, we will discuss what is the second order partial differential equation and then its classification. So the second order PDE means partial differential equation of degree 1 is given by, or we can say it like also, the linear second order partial differential equation. Why we are using the word linear? Because the degree of the partial differential equation that we are considering over here is 1. This is basically given by, you can read on the screen, it is capital A curly 2z over curly x square plus capital B curly 2z over curly x curly y plus capital C curly 2z over curly y square plus capital D curly 0 over curly x plus E curly 0 over curly y plus f is equal to 0. Where this A, B, C, D, E, F, they are all the constants. F can be constant, they are all constants, or they are the functions of x, y, and both x and y respectively. Okay. So now this equation, this is the general second order partial differential equation of degree 1, or it's a linear second order partial differential equation. Now this equation can be classified into the three categories: parabolic, elliptic, or hyperbolic. It just depends upon the factor b square minus 4ac. So if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then this equation is known as parabolic. If this factor b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then this equation is known as elliptic. And if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then it is known as hyperbolic. Okay. So students, one thing you also have to keep remember in your mind, that as we have discussed in our conic section, that the conic is basically a locus of a point which moves in a plane such that its distance from a fixed point or a fixed line is constant, and that constant distance is basically known as the eccentricity. And on eccentricity we are having the three conics: parabola, ellipse, and hyperbola. If your eccentricity is equal to 1, then it becomes parabola. If eccentricity is less than 1, then your conic becomes ellipse. And if your eccentricity is greater than 1, then your conic becomes hyperbola. Okay. So here similarly, on the same way, we are having this thing is very easy to keep in our mind, or very easy to learn. If b square minus 4ac, here in conic section we discussed the concept E, small e, eccentricity. Here we are using, instead of E, we are having b square minus 4ac. So if b square and in conic section we make comparison of E with 1. Here we are making the comparison of b square minus 4ac with 0. So similarly, if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, the equation is parabolic. And if b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then it is elliptic. And if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then it is hyperbolic. Okay. Now I will illustrate this concept with the help of some examples. So we are having an example containing two parts. Classify the equation. First is y square r minus 2xys plus x square t is equal to y square over xp plus x square over yq. Now what is r is the pq? Small p means curly z over curly x, small q means curly z over curly y, r means curly 2z over curly x square plus and s means curly. So S stands for curly 2z over curly x curly y, and T means curly 2z over curly y square. Okay. So the given equation is y square r minus 2xys plus x square t is equal to y square over xp plus x square over yq. So first of all students, I will make comparison of this equation with the equation I have written here. A curly 2z over curly x square, it means r, plus b curly 2z over curly x curly y means s, c curly 2z over curly y square means t, d curly z over curly x p and e curly z over curly y q plus f is equal to 0. So if I make comparison of this equation with that equation, I'll get a as y square, b as minus 2xy and c as x square. So students, here I am going to evaluate the factor b square minus 4ac, which comes to be minus 2xy whole square, that is 4x square y square, minus 4ac x square y square. So this factor will get cancelled. The factor is coming to be 0. So if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then your given equation is parabolic. Okay. Coming to the second part. The second part is we have to classify the equation under root y square plus x square curly 2z over curly x square plus 2x minus y curly 2z over curly x curly y plus under root y square plus x square curly 2z over curly y square. Here the second quadrant of the plane is being considered. Okay. So first of all, again we will make the comparison of this equation with the general second order partial differential equation of degree 1. So I am getting as a is equal to under root y square plus x square, b is 2 into x minus y, and c is under root y square plus x square. Okay. So here I am going to evaluate again the factor b square minus 4ac. So b square will be 2 into x minus y whole square, that is 4 into x minus y whole square, minus 4ac. What is a? Under root y square plus x square, and what is c? Again under root y square plus x square. So let us simplify this. This is 4. Here I am applying the formula x minus y whole square is x square plus y square minus 2xy. Minus 4 under root y square plus x square into under root y square plus x square. Under root will get cancelled. So I am having finally y square plus x square, or it can be written like this, x square plus y square. In the next step, this 4 will be get common. So we are having x square plus y square minus 2xy minus x square minus y square. Now x square and y square, they will get cancelled, and I am only left with minus 2xy. So 4 into minus 2xy will become minus 8xy. Now I have to see whether this term is positive or negative. So the second quadrant of the plane is considered. Now in the first quadrant of the plane, both x and y, they are positive, abscissa and ordinate. In second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. In third quadrant, x and y both are negative, and in the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. So as in the second quadrant, we are being considered over here. These things we have read in very lower classes. So in the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. So the product of x and y will be negative, as plus minus minus is minus. Now if this negative factor is being multiplied with minus 8, then it will become plus 8. Okay, plus 8, or we can say this, the plus factor will be introduced. So this thing is greater than 0. So if this factor is greater than 0, so it means the given equation is hyperbolic. Okay, clear? So one more example I am going to discuss with you. We are having a numerical, we are having a second order partial differential equation of degree 1, which is being given by curly 2u over curly t square plus 2 curly 2u over curly x curly t plus curly u over curly y plus x curly 2u over curly x square is equal to 0. We have to classify this equation. So students, again this is your second order partial differential equation of degree 1. So I will make the comparison of this equation with the general equation, that is second order partial differential equation of degree 1. So here I am getting the value of a as 1, the value of b as 2, and the value of c as x. Okay, so again here I am going to evaluate the factor b square minus 4ac. So what will be the factor b square minus 4ac? It is 2 square 4 minus 4, a is 1 and c is x. So on being evaluated, on being calculation, I am getting 4 as common, and inside we are having 1 minus x. So on x or any other plane is given, no condition or no constraint is given to you. So I will discuss the three cases thoroughly over here. So the given equation is parabolic if the factor b square minus 4ac is 0. So what is b square minus 4ac? It is 4 into 1 minus x. It should be 0. So from here, if you simplify it, you will get x is equal to 1. So if your x is equal to 1, then this equation will be parabolic. Okay. And now I will discuss the second case, elliptic equation. Now the given equation is elliptic if b square minus 4ac is less than 0. That is if 4 into 1 minus x is less than 0. That is if I simplify it, 1 minus x is less than 0. That is if 1 is less than x. So if x is greater than 1, the equation is elliptic. And the last case I am going to discuss, the given equation will be hyperbolic if your b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So what is b square minus 4ac? It is 4 into 1 minus x again if it is greater than 0. So 1 minus x is greater than 0, that is if 1 is greater than x. So on conclusion, you can write if x is equal to 1, the given equation is parabolic. If your x is greater than 1, the given equation is elliptic. But if your x is less than 1, then the given equation is hyperbolic. So these are the basic results for the classification of second order partial differential equations. So students, again I am telling you the content of the whole lecture. In short, we are just discussing here the classification of second order partial differential equation. So students, basically first of all you must also know the symbols for the partial differential equations that I am telling you. Small p stands for curly z over curly x. Small q stands for curly z over curly y. Then r is for curly 2z over curly x square. Then s is for curly 2z over curly x curly y, and t means curly 2z over curly y square. Okay, so the general second order partial differential equation of first degree or linear second order partial differential equation is being given by, you have to remember this standard equation. It is being given by a curly 2z over curly x square, b curly 2z over curly x curly y, c curly 2z over curly y square, d curly z over curly x, e curly z over curly y, and f. So a, b, c, d, e, f, they are all being constants, or they can say they are being constants, or they are the functions of x, y, or z. Okay, so this linear second order partial differential equation, or we can say this is second order partial differential equation of first degree, they are having the three categories, or they are having the three classifications. Three classifications are b square minus 4ac. It depends upon the factor b square minus 4ac. So if your b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the equation is parabolic. If your the factor b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the equation is hyperbolic. And if your factor b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then the given equation will become elliptic. Okay, so this topic is very much easy, students, so don't skip it. And this question is very much important from examination point of view. So there are much more numericals in your textbook for in exercise or in example. Please go through all these numericals, and if you feel any kind of doubt, don't hesitate. Without any hesitation, you can ask me. And you just have to remember the things. If there are some conditions on x, as you can see in the second part of first example, we have discussed that xy lies in the second quadrant. So this can be just try it for if xy, if the plane considered is third quadrant or fourth quadrant of the plane is considered, or the first quadrant, then what will happen? Okay, as if I say if it is third quadrant, then x and y is negative, both are negative, so minus minus plus. But if the plus factor is being multiplied with minus 8, then it will be negative, then the equation becomes elliptic. But if the fourth quadrant is being considered where x is positive, y is negative, it will be again positive, so that will be your hyperbolic equation. And if it is the first quadrant is being considered where x and y both are positive, then the factor b square minus 4ac will be minus 8, that is negative, so the equation will be elliptic. Okay, so just think of all these cases, what are the possible cases that it could be. And lastly, the third part that we have discussed, the classification, so that this depends upon x. Here we can't say, there is no constraint given to us in the numerical what is x, whether it's less than 1, greater than 1, no condition is being given to you. So we are just discussing the whole three cases in detail, whether b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, equal to 0, less than 0, then what will happen? We will create our own constraint on variable x, and accordingly we will classify the partial differential equation in elliptic, parabolic, or hyperbolic form. Okay, so hope so the content of this lecture is very much clear to you, and if you find any kind of difficulty, don't hesitate, Please ask your query through call, through WhatsApp, or you can mail me also. Thank you so much.